Hello. Hi, everybody. Hello. God, this website takes so long to load these days. No offense to you now. I just sat there for 10 minutes, just awkwardly not knowing when it was going to just appear. Hello. Hi. If I'm 2 minutes late, it's because I wrote a tweet with emojis using a magic trackpad, which, don't try to do that. It takes a very long time. Okay, I've written a tweet. Let's see what happens. The thing is if you didn't know, quick emoji lesson, you can use emojis on a Mac by, I feel like I told you this like last week or something. You go to Applications, Dictionary, Edit, Special Characters, and then Emoji, and then you can just drag emoji into like Twitter or whatever. But the problem is you can't see them. They just look like mysterious squares. So I think what I've just put into Twitter makes sense. Let's find out. Tweet. Yes. That does look like me talking to my iMac and then someone looking at their phone and being bored. Great. Fabulous. Okay, I presume that works. Did I tweet the right link? Does my tweet work? You have to tell me. Very creative. Thank you. Do you guys appreciate it? One sec. Okay, it worked. People are coming. Hello, people that are clicking on Twitter right now. Hi, everybody that wasn't just already lurking on YouNow. Everybody, how are you doing? What is accept or decline? What happens if I click accept? Someone's nude's going to pop up on the camera or something. YOLO. What just happened? Did someone just... Who knows? So... You asking about my camera? Okay, so I have a terrible... Me and Phil, rather, I should say, have a terrible tripod, which we don't entirely know how to work. And it has a loose screw in it, which we don't know where to put it. And I was just picking up the tripod earlier, and then I was holding it in the air, holding the tripod in the air by the legs, and then the camera just slid off the front, and the camera is very heavy. It's not extremely heavy, but it's just dense. It is an extremely dense object. And from like 6 foot in the air, it just went slide, and I was holding the tripod, so I knew that there was nothing I could do. It was inevitable from that I could not have dived and caught it. So I was just looking, and it just went, what? Like straight down on the lens. Like this lens, which isn't the broken one, for example, and just went, wow, bang, on the floor. And I was like, well, shit, that's not good. So the camera itself is fine. My actual expensive Canon 5D is fine, but the lens is cracked. It's not completely broken. It's just like, obviously, a bit of the plastic, 4 of the screws, and some of the weird wires inside it have become extremely broken. But I am going to mail it to a lens fixer, and they should hopefully be able to fix that in a few days. But do not worry, as I can make a new video this week with my old camera. So you will have a new video from me. It will just look crap compared to what you're used to from Dan and Phil in 2014. As it is better. So yeah, I mean, like, life, what's been going on, to be honest? Other than the camera breaking, the lens breaking, the lens cracking, it will be fine, basically. The video last week, yeah. Like, I know, the last time I left you guys in the last live show, I was like, I'd really, really, really like to have made a video by this weekend. It wasn't going to happen. I had to do a bunch of photo-y related things for up-and-coming things that you're going to find out about not that kind of obvious, because I had deadlines, and I was like, guess I can't make a video today, and then I had guests and Summer in the City, so oops, I'm sad, but it doesn't matter. I have filmed a video, the one that I intended to film last Thursday, with this camera that just will look slightly more rubbish than usual. Nikon or Canon? It's a Canon. Are you wondering what's behind? Oh god, that looks weird. Looks like some kind of Silent Hill face hugger. I mean, that looks like its face is... It's a dinosaur. Give me a second. Make sure my butt's not hanging out. Let me see. Wait, do you see it now? Do you see it now? Dinosaur. Dinosaur. Okay? Is that better? There you go. It's a T-Rex. That still looks a bit disturbing. Okay, you got two little arms and a... Where are its eyes? Oh, it has tiny eyes. You can't see it. It has an eye and it's like there, so you can't see it. It just looks like a horrifying nightmare creature. Why do you have an inflatable dinosaur, Dan? Because someone gave it to me at Summer in the City. Leather hat on to stop me from touching my hair. There we go. That's nice. It should be a thing, shouldn't it? Hats. Actually, where's my llama hat? That's usually one. My llama hat's upstairs. Who doesn't have an inflatable dinosaur? Indeed. What about the rain? The rain, I've been enjoying the rain. The rain is good. After many, many, many weeks of disturbingly warmth that is just not very comfortable whatsoever. It's just nice to have some torrential rain. I mean, like proper thunderstorms. Hurricane Bertha all over the UK. Not really interesting. Just rainy. Do-do-do-boo-do-do. How was summer in the city? Yeah, rain buddies. Where is the VidCon stuff? I like rain more than sun. Do you? Do you like rain more than sun? Really? I mean, if it rained all the time, that would just be kind of inconvenient, wouldn't it? That wouldn't be that fun. Although it's, when you're inside and it's like a torrential thunderstorm, it's like, ooh, isn't it? It's thrilling. That's my thrilling life right there. Hint about the new video. It's a Reasons Why Dan's a Fail. Unless something goes critically wrong and I'm editing it and I go, I can't upload this, I was accidentally racist or something, then the video I plan to upload is a Reasons Why Dan's a Fail. Not running out of those anytime soon, don't you worry. Really not running out of inspiration for that series. Kind of funny, kind of depressing. Show us your butt. Can you get flagged on this website? Probably not. Anything goes. What's on your bed? My broken camera from earlier, from the tweet. You saw the tweet? It was on my bed. There you go. It's the actual scene. Your black clothes match my soul. Thank you. Yes, they do. It looks sad and lonely. Everything should be, hopefully. What's not on your bed is me, said somebody. That's probably illegal. I'm joking. Fruit basket. Fruit basket, what? Dan, why are you trying to be gangster with that hat? I am not a hat person. I don't really wear hats that aren't big fuzzy hats and or llama hats. But if it stops me constantly readjusting my hair, it's a good idea, isn't it? Anime, said somebody. Okay. So what else is, what have we been talking about? Oh, so YouTuber Whispers. Did you like that? Did you see me, Phil, and Louise on Thatcher Joe's YouTuber Whispers vid? I loved it, said somebody. Yes, said somebody whose name is in Russian. Yes, 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 so many innuendos. Yes, it was good, wasn't it? I thought it was very good. I thought it was very funny. Did you guys watch the extras as well? The extras and bloopers from the videos? I kind of felt like the extras and the bloopers were better than the video. I feel like Joe is a very efficient editor. Anything that wasn't literally part of the game of YouTuber Whispers had to go. I feel like maybe some of the little funny banter moments in the extras video could have been in the main video. You know what I mean? It's like, much like the Phil Is Not on Fire series, I think that irrelevant banter has its place in the main video, even if it completely, just goes off subject and wastes time. It's good to waste time and go completely off subject. But that was very funny. Excuse me? Rude. What are you doing?
I'm going to get chicken.
You're going to get chicken, are you?
Yeah.
Wow, okay.
But I didn't want to walk past the door and just look awkward, so I thought I'd make a noise.
Hi.
Hi.
Everyone's going to be like, where's Phil? Get Phil to come back! He's buying chicken. He doesn't have time to talk to you. Good luck on your chicken quest.
Thanks.
Don't get shot. There you go. Are you going to see Jared Way at Reading? I still don't know if I'm going to Reading this year. I've been to Reading a lot, you know. Bay. I want chicken. You can't have chicken. That's not allowed, to be honest. Am I on acid? Every day, clearly. That's fine. Have you watched British Bake Off? Not yet. No spoilers about Bake Off. I haven't started watching that yet. I'm saving it for just going to a beautiful, happy, high-definition universe where everything is pastel colours and baking. This is your first YouNow I've ever watched. Are you proud? I'm so sorry that you're here. I'm really sorry. This is terrible. Talk about Anaconda. What? the Nicki Minaj song? Is that what you mean? What about it? God, I remember another pointless conversation that just made me have a headache was everyone going, is it right for Nicki Minaj to look so sexual on the cover of her things? Maybe that's up to Nicki Minaj. Maybe, you cannot talk about sex if you want to not talk about sex, but if someone does want to be sexual and talk about sex, that's also okay. Dan, collab with Felix. Who knows? We're never in the same place. It would involve leaving the house. Probably. That would be hard. What was Summer in the City like? Summer in the City was fun. It was good. One crazy day. Did our 4-hour signing and then had to rush off to go present an awards ceremony, followed by doing a little thing on the stage with PJ. That was fun. Not that everybody that wasn't there, which is most of you, should be sad, which it would make you talking about it. Which is, I feel like I never want to tweet too much when I'm at some kind of event. Because YouTubers, or anyone from the internet, when they're at some kind of event, they're like, I'm excited for the event, I'm at the event, I'm having lunch at the event, I'm meeting people at the event, selfie with people at the event, blah, 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 blah. And it's like, to the like 4,000 people at the event that may care about that particular YouTuber, that's really exciting. For everyone else, it just makes them hate life because it's like, oh great, everyone's having so much fun and I'm not there. So I feel bad like tweeting about it all the time for all the people that are like, yeah, so I'm not there. But it was fun. Who are you going to collaborate with in the near future? Well, I just collaborated with Joe, and there's another one in the pipeline. How mysterious. I wonder who that is with. Someone that came to my house last Friday. Made some videos. Phil. No, it's not Phil. No spoilers. No spoilers at all, because it's going to be a big surprise when it happens. A huge surprise. Could you please say hi, Katie? Hi, Katie. Give us spoilers, you ass. I'm sorry. Janoskins. No, Dan is not on fire. Has not collaborated with the Janoskins, unfortunately. Sorry to disappoint any of you out there. Beyonce, yes, it is with Beyonce. I've done the 7-second challenge with Beyonce. That's what I've done. I've done the what's in my mouth challenge with Beyonce. That's my next collab. Please collab. Oh, please never collab with the Janoskians. I don't think I'll. I don't foresee that happening. Who knows? Who knows? Let's not put anything off the table. What will life throw at us? Maybe I'll be a member of the Janoskians this time next year. Who knows? I love the Janoskians. Collab with Obama. Great. What's with the dinosaur? Someone gave it to me. I've been sifting through some of the other things that people gave to me, such as this kind of cute and mostly terrifying voodoo doll of myself. I mean, it's nice and a bit disturbing at the same time. Really cute, and yet I want to hide it I don't want it to be in the same room as me as I sleep. I want to hide it inside my wardrobe. That's one thing. Another thing is is this little dinosaur, which how funny is that? Like, I can't decide whether it's kind of not. It's not bad, but obviously it's not supposed to be totally realistic. But it's incredibly. I love how thin it is. This is just an incredible looking object, and it stands by itself, which is quite funny, with its tiny little arms. Immensely cute. I love that. What else is there? This incredible piece of art. Look at that. Jesus Christ. That was done by Rhiannon. Wow, Rhiannon, you have talent. What's that like? Please tell me. How cool is that? That's amazingly cool. And Hannah Montana, the movie, DVD. I was lacking that from my collection. Now I have it. She has the best of both worlds. I have a question for people that actually watched Hannah Montana, because I never did, because I was too old. Sorry. Was Party in the USA part of the Hannah Montana universe? Or was Party of the USA a IRL Miley Cyrus single detached from the... No, it wasn't. It wasn't. How interesting is that? Because it's like Party in the USA was like the beginning of everything, wasn't it? It was like the beginning of the end of the beginning. No, that's not the end of the beginning. It was the beginning of the next stage of her life, wasn't it? So symbolic, because you know the song is about her stepping off the plane at LAX with a dream and a cardigan, and you know she was rocking kicks, and it's not a Nashville party, which is essentially kind of the story of this movie, isn't it? Kinda, because it's kind of like, oh, I'm Miley Cyrus and I'm on a horse. I'm in LA and I'm Hannah Montana. Except Party in the USA was kind of the story of her Hannah Montana happening to her in real life. And it, like, Party in the USA really, it represented her transition, not just geographically moving to LA, but her life in that she left Hannah Montana and her old life behind in Nashville and kind of changed her life to LA, where, you know, it was, you know, that, and then The Climb, or whatever came first, and then Can't Be Tamed. And then obviously she spent enough time in California ditching her roots for the LA lifestyle until she became the Miley that we know with We Can't Stop. Wow. I loved We Can't Stop and Wrecking Ball. Good singles. Great pop. Great pop. I mean, you know, I'm not criticising it compared to the Mona Lisa or Radiohead's last album, but as pop, like the music videos. Thanks, Miley, for entertaining everybody. Anyway, so yeah, Hannah Montana, and the other... Shut up, Dan. And one of the other standout pieces was this Dan and Evan Peters calendar that somebody got me. You know, a different Photoshop of me and Evan Peters for every month. So, I mean, this one is just Evan looking sexual. Like, if that isn't making you tingle, then I don't think you're human, regardless of where you think you swing. Dan and VidCon and Evan, that happened. We all remember that, yeah. Masterfully photoshopped there. Look, I like that it contains the white background and the shadow. That's just him from season 1 of American Horror Story. Nice. That's just him at an awards ceremony with his little dimply smile. There we go. That is shirtless Evan Peters there. Nice, looking very intense. Wow, that's good. Representing May 2015 there. Here we have another Evan Peters in a suit. And that glorious picture of me next to each other again. I think that is on Emma Rodditz's body right there. Again, I don't think this was even photoshopped. I think some of these things were cut out on pieces of paper and stuck. Him as Quicksilver there. Bit derpy, that picture, in my opinion. Bit derpy. He's one of those people that obviously has like a Hollywood six-pack, but his face can just look a bit fat sometimes. I like to think that that's my excuse. I think I'm just a bit... obviously that's Kit, ready to be abducted or something. That's great. Quicksilver and a burger. great, from September. October, good picture there. Great, thank you. I think this is Thierry Evan Peters from Coven being like, why was I reassembled? My life is so weird. Good, good. There we go. A strange paparazzi photo of an intimate moment between Evan and Emma with, you know, a flawlessly photoshopped picture added on there for December. And there we go. So thank you so much to the person, Hannah, who's called Fantidote on Twitter, who's probably watching, maybe. Thanks. Made me lol. That was good. That's some of the things. We literally spent the whole of yesterday. We read every single letter. And, I mean, I've spoken about P.O. boxes before. I mean, the sad thing about mail, and not necessarily just YouTubers, but anyone that gets mail from random people, is that at a certain level of popularity, as much as that's a disgusting word to use that nobody likes, unfortunately you would get too much mail to ever really respond to people. And the problem with my P.O. box was after the 4 videos I got, I had to close it because I got so much mail that I realised I couldn't respond to or read all of the letters. And I was like, you know, some people are content to just let the fan mail pile up and just open the boxes on camera and then just leave all the other stuff to die. Whereas I would rather nobody can send me letters than people, you know, pour their hearts out in a letter that I'll never read because that's mean. So whilst we're at an event and people are just giving us letters and we can't control that, we read all of them and it was very lovely and I had a great evening. So thanks to everybody that gave us letters. Really cheered me up. Not that I needed cheering up, it was just, you know. Do your best Scottish accent. No, that would be incredibly offensive and terrible. Sit up straight. Well, then I'll be like, here we go. I'll be like this for the rest of the show. Hi, this is Dan's neck. Hello. Look at what a long neck I have. So weird. I guess we all have long necks without thinking about it. Strange. Burma, said somebody. Thanks. Was there lots of sadness on the internet over people that didn't get to meet people at Summer in the City? I didn't really check because I was there. I'm guessing probably. It's a tough model, isn't it? There's no right way to do it. You know, there's no way for an amount of people that would like to meet somebody to ever meet someone in a day because it's just impossible. And the problem is they let people turn up to the event with expectations and hopes and dreams that then get dashed away when they realise that they didn't queue up early enough. And my only issues with it are people going to something, expecting something, and then being really sad when they don't get to meet somebody. And the fact that in order to meet somebody, you have to queue for like 15 billion hours. I've been emailing the people from VidCon, and I was like, VidCon, you have loads of money. Make a system where people can sign up for meetups online that mean that nobody goes to the event with any expectations that they don't already know, and no one has to queue because they'll already know and they'll have a place in an estimated time. In an ideal universe, what happens when people go to like Comic-Con or just like, say the cast of Buffy is doing a signing? Is it the same thing? Is it just people line up and then whenever, you know, the guy that played Spock decides that he's tired, they just cut the line off and everyone else is sad? It's not a good system, is it? It's weird. Don't be lazy and get your llama hat. That requires way too much moving, far too much moving. To be honest, more exercise than I've gotten in the last week. Why are you so tall? I don't know, sorry. Favourite MCR album? Don't really have one. It's either 3 Cheers for Sweet Revenge or The Black Parade. Might be The Black Parade. I'm not usually someone that can say favourite albums, but it might be The Black Parade. I feel like that really was MCR's magnum opus, if you will. Are you an active 4chan member? I was when I was 15, not really anymore. I'm one of those hipsters. B died a long time ago. The only ones I go on now are the video game board, the fitness board, and the fashion advice board, because I think that, you know, regardless of the fact that they're on 4chan, they're actually quite good forums with interesting communities. And the music one, actually. Ignore the rest. What happened to your camera? It fell off yeah, no. I dare you to cut your fringe. Uh-oh, I was dared to do it. Need to do it. I don't know. I just feel like, I mean, what's the... Because, like, hair like Anthony is just kind of the same emo hair, but just kind of... I've got hat hair now. I've given myself hat hair, but, like, out of the face. So it's just a bit like that. So it's like, you still have hair, but it's just kind of out of the face. I could be doing with that, because it means that you still have hair. But then, you know, going for, like, the... Hey guys, I'm every other male in the universe. There's just part of me that, whilst it's a good look, I'm just some kind of hipstery knob that feels the need to not look like everybody else. How pretentious is that? You'd look nice with a quiff. I have the rest of my life to have a normal haircut. I need to be like Taylor Swift and cling on to stupid alternative haircuts for as long as I possibly can. I think that's the way to do it. Play the Kim Kem. Say hi to Caroline. Hi, Caroline. Do you like dogs or cats more? Don't really have a preference. TBH. Everyone's just like, say hi to me now. Favorite MCR song from each album? Now that I couldn't say. Favorite Kanye album? Dark Fantasy. Probs. Have any of you guys seen There Will Be Blood, the movie about oil with Daniel Day-Lewis? This is going to sound obnoxious. The soundtrack to that film, There Will Be Blood, was composed by Johnny Greenwood, who is the guitarist from a band called Radiohead that I really like. And it's a really amazing soundtrack that won loads of awards. Not Academy Awards, though, because it was ruled ineligible. And it was really exciting, and he decided that for the first time ever he was going to do a screening of the film where he performed the soundtrack with a live orchestra. So, me, PJ, Sophie, Phil, and my friends Bryony and Wirro all went to see it like giant hipsters. And I felt so cultured. Look at me, I was going to see a performance of a classical soundtrack in London. I'm boring, aren't I? I'm so boring. Bastille, question mark. How was the shock game? Ah, yes, the shock game. Anthony and Kalel of Watch Us Live and Stuff just uploaded their vlog of the day we went to go get vegan food and went to Brighton with Marzio and Felix, which included me, Felix, and Anthony playing the shock game that many, many YouTubers have played. I'm sure you know it. I was like, trust me, like, I was saying to Anthony, don't just vlog this, set up a DSLR, upload this to Smosh. People do it, they just play this game and upload it to their main channels. It gets like 10 million views, you need to do it. But no, you were such a drama queen in that video, was I? What? I think you're misinterpreting something. That was fun though. If you're wondering why it abruptly ended, it's because Kalel fell asleep and we forgot to continue the vlog. Sorry! It was like, they got up at like 3 AM that day because they came from Italy. A long day with a load of travelling. Look behind you! It's a dinosaur! My mum called Guardians of the Galaxy Space Gladiators. Kind of accurate. It could be called space. I just saw, oh my god, what is that? Is that a moth? There's some kind of beast in the room with me. It's a moth. Okay. I'm gonna survive. How do you feel about the TCAs being rigged? Ooh, that's an exciting conversation, isn't it? So, I spoke to you guys last week about how I'm not particularly bothered about the Teen Choice Awards. If anybody did vote, or try to get other people to vote, then thank you. I do really appreciate that. Thank you so much for all your support. It is very lovely. But as you may have heard from all of the Viners that I didn't know this, I was just told it happened because, you know, trigger warning other people on the internet for me. I don't really, kind of out of the loop. Everyone was like, it's a sham. They didn't even count the votes because unlike some award ceremonies that would have you believe the winner is the one that gets the most votes, the Teen Choice Awards is merely out of the category of which there's like only 6 people in the category. The 4 people with the most votes get passed on to a judge panel, and then the winner just gets chosen by somebody for some reason, which basically means that voting is completely pointless. As was it Cameron Dallas was like, a week before I found out, so Tyler knew that he had won his awards about a week before. Like I said last week, the whole thing is a complete. Can you not? Can you die somebody else? Oh, it listened to me. That's fine. I should complain more often. Yeah. So like the whole thing is obviously just a big scam to get people to go on their website so that their adverts get lots of views. But never before had people on the internet felt so betrayed. So at least people shouldn't feel bad because it was out of anyone's control. Scandalous though. Naughty Teen Choice Awards. It's Illuminati. It's all about who you have sex with, isn't it? Not really. I doubt Cameron Dallas did that. Agendas though. Illuminati agendas. If you had no fear, what would you try? Probably skydiving. I honestly don't know if I'd ever skydive. I would never bungee jump because I've heard so many horror movies about bungee jumping, or it just makes you disabled for a million reasons. Skydiving. I don't know if I would. I might chicken out before I do it. No offense to chickens. That's chickenist. Go skydiving for a video. I feel like videos where people go skydiving aren't that interesting. I don't know. If it was someone that I was interested in and they made a video skydiving, I would probably find it interesting. So there we go. Have someone push you. Yeah, that's a great idea. That's a really great idea. Hey, I don't really want to go skydiving, but I've asked my friend to push me out unconsensually. Great. I am Groot, said Erin. Indeed. Skydiving would be awesome. How can you not know if you want to do it? No, I would want to do it because, you know, the sensation of falling through the sky would be incredible and life-changing. Go skydiving with Connor. Maybe. I'll just probably embrace him in midair and cry for the next 3 minutes and stop him from pulling the parachute. Sounds like a good plan. Dan, do you like Arctic Monkeys? If so, what is your favourite song? If you Sunday afternoon, maybe. Did you cry at Guardians of the Galaxy? I'm pretty sure I felt emotional at several points. I would probably get bored and play on my phone halfway through the sky. No, you wouldn't. That is not true. So what happened to your camera, said Daisy. Ah yes, the constant update. I guess I did tweet it today. A screw that wasn't properly inserted into my tripod prevented the camera from remaining on the tripod, and it fell off, and the lens cracked. But it didn't smash the glass, just plastic and metal and wiry bits, which can hopefully be replaced. Because this 60D, which is a very popular vlogger camera, is good because it's an SLR that makes your videos look good. And it also has a flip around screen, so like all narcissistic vloggers, you can look at yourself while you're filming. Joking, but no really. If you ever watch a video and someone's eyes just don't seem to be quite looking right at you, it's because they're looking at their own reflection. A very bad habit that most YouTubers have for a long time. It's really hard to notice that you're doing it and snap out. But it's very dark. It doesn't let much light in. And you know, like the pretty effect where lights in the background are all blurry. It's called bokeh, spelt weirdly. The twinkly light effect that all vloggers and beauty girls like to have in the background of their videos. This is pretty shit at doing it, whereas that one's pretty good at doing it. And it was very expensive, but I paid for it with vouchers because I'm a jammy bastard who gets vouchers for stuff sometimes. Your thoughts on life, Dan? Said somebody. Let me not start watching. Dan should be the Messiah, not Jesus. Well, that's offensive. And a terrible idea. I think Jesus generally imparted a lot more wisdom than I have done so far in my life. What was like the active period of Jesus' life? What was like the... How many years was Jesus like actively being a Messiah for? That'll be interesting to know. Because only then could someone truly compare themselves to the impact of Jesus. That was a joke. Are you going to the Edinburgh Festival? Don't have plans this year, yet. Who knows? Are you going to do another day in the life of Phil and Dan? Maybe. He died when he was 33, said somebody. Oh, and how many active years, though? He wasn't active from the age of a baby. You guys just don't know your Jesus law. When will your video with Ashens be out? Oh, yeah. There is a YouTuber called Ashens who is known for reviewing, like, Poundland products, funnily, in front of his sofa. And he has been working very, very hard on a huge interactive adventure video. And he asked some of the UK YouTubers to be in it. And me and Phil and PJ and some other people are going to be in his interactive adventure as just little people that pop up in videos. And I think that's coming out tomorrow. I'll be linking you guys to it. It's good. Well, I haven't seen the whole thing. I'm just presuming it will be. Can you please play Green Day on piano, please? I don't know any Green Day on piano. What is the most played song on your phone? How do I find that out? Can you sort by most played? Let's see. Playlists. Top 25 most played. My most played song of all time is Send It Up by Kanye West featuring Chief Keef. Don't know why. I guess I got the phone quite newly, so it's just about that. Chubby hands. I have sausage fingers. I don't have piano playing hands. My piano teacher made sure to explain that to me. The motivating cow, not. God, she was the worst. Can you do the Spotify thing? The Spotify thing? Let me see. What has Dan been listening to recently? Have you guys ever heard of what I think is pronounced FKA Twigs? A London-based, what do they call the genre? Like, alternative R&B artist. I feel like she transcends that label. Apparently, my most listened to album is X, or multiply, Ed Sheeran, followed by Sam. Oh no, I'm looking at the top list in the UK. It's probably the same. That was wrong. Okay, for me, Ed is in the top 10, but not there. I went on a Muse Fest last night when I was opening all the things that I got given. So basically Muse's entire discography, the Book of Mormon. The Guardians of the Galaxy, My Awesome Mix Volume 1 album, which I bought off iTunes. And FKA Twigs, yeah, look her up. FKA space Twigs. Check out her music. She's really new. She's only had an EP with like 4 or 5 songs on them and an album which literally came out this week. So this isn't hard to get into, but she's really cool and original and like kind of arty and creative, and her music sounds good. So I recommend that. That's what I've been listening to. EP, yeah, it's an extended play. It usually means like a bunch of 4 or 5 songs. And I'm singing Kirby. Do you like Grimes? I do like Grimes. Yes, indeed. I never knew what EP meant till now. I went like most of my life having no idea what EP meant. And an LP is the name for an album. A long play. It's from the days where everything was on like tape and stuff like that. And we stuck with it. Silly people. What team? Wildcats. How proud are you of Troy? Immensely. You look skinny. Have you worked out? I think it's just the t-shirt and also the angle. The thing is, as a tall person who is tall when stood up and taller than most people when sat down, if they set up a camera for someone with average height, that would be like this. Then it looks normal. But not to type, you idiots, at somebody. I made a mistake somewhere. Whereas when I'm in most things, I'm like this. And the problem is when you're being filmed from slightly underneath, you kind of just look like you have a double chin all the time, which is why I look fugly in a lot of photos because they're taken from underneath because I'm tall. It's literally the #1 problem with being tall. Most pictures and videos of you will be from a horrifying under-chin album that makes you look like a yoga ball. Is that the reason why you took the selfie with us high up? No, that's because everybody at Summer City was stood on the floor. And I needed to get them in. How tall are you? I'm exactly 6'2", last time I got measured at the gym. Louis Tomlinson. What happened with Louis on Twitter today? I heard from my research, it would appear that someone held up a sign at a One Direction concert that said replace Louis with Luke from 5 Seconds of Summer, and word spread and the world imploded that this one person, for whatever jokey or serious reason, suggested that Louis Tomlinson should be replaced by Luke. And I don't know whether, no one knows whether that was a joke or whether it was not. But all anyone knows was it caused a worldwide shitstorm. She's probably been murdered now. Don't joke about that kind of stuff. And so, Smile Louis was trending earlier. Do you reckon One Direction check Twitter? Do you reckon how aware are they, rude, when things trend about them constantly? Do you reckon they know? Or are they on like a champagne yacht in their Illuminati club? Can you play Muse on the piano? I can play Sunburn and some of Butterflies and Hurricanes. I used to be able to play Sing for Absolution, Apocalypse Please, Blackout, and the jingle from Time Is Running Out. But I've forgotten all of that, because it was literally when I was 10. Play it now, what Sunburn? It's not that interesting. What is it? It's just, it's really basic. I'm literally, no, yeah. So it's just the... And then that's literally the entire song other than the chorus. Very easy. Someone gave me a Muse songbook. Basic, said somebody. Yeah. That's not basic. It is, but okay, right, okay. There's people watching this right now that had piano lessons and probably stuck with them for more than 6 months, which instantly makes them better than me at piano, that are watching this going, that is pretty basic. Having a very mild ability to learn to play 5 songs from ear after watching a YouTube tutorial is a very low skill level. And I'm not just trying to knock myself down, I'm just comparing myself to most people that say that they can play piano. I hate piano, said Mackenzie C. Oh dear. I'm really sorry if that offended you. Say literally, said Chelsea A. Literally. What's the one that you're not supposed to say? 5 sauce or 5 SOS? What's the one that people get angry at you for saying? Don't know enough about that fandom, TBQFH. Yet. Favourite Einaudi album? Les Ondes is my favourite, if you must know. Extreme emotional connection to that album. Do you like the Adventure Time encyclopedia I gave you at Summer City, said somebody? Yes, incredible. I don't want to be clear to everybody. You don't have to get someone gifts if you need them. It's just a nice gesture that if someone feels naturally compelled to, you know, if they see something and they think, oh, that person would like them, that would be nice. That's all there is to it. So please don't ever spend money on a YouTuber for the sake of feeling like you need to impress them. You'll make them feel bad, okay? But yeah, that Adventure Time encyclopedia was incredible. Don't say 5 SOS. Okay, 5 sauce. 5 sauce. Okay. Noted. Have you learned Welcome to the Black Parade yet, Dan? Yeah, after the last live show I was like, I need to learn how to do that, because I did not work it out last time. Not that I'm going to do it. It should be 5 SOS, they say. Really? There we go. 2 facts about the fandom now. Opinions. What's your favourite MCR albums? It's an Ouroboros. Do you like Mikasa? Mikasa. I said, Mikasa! Yeah. Awesome. What an amazing character. There's a lot... I realised that, like, Mikasa and Eren Yeager are kind of anime archetypes. Is that the right word? Is archetype the word I'm looking for? Sorry if that was ignorant. in that kind of like an anime main character that's nihilistic with black hair is the same as Kirito from Sword Art Online and Haru from Irotobi Swim Club. They're basically more or less the same design of a character, but in different circumstances, and obviously Kirito can actually be happy sometimes. I was talking to someone, and they were like, Snog, Marry, Avoid anime characters, and one of them was, or F, Marry, Kill, obviously. One of them was Eren Yeager, and the girl I was speaking to was like, you'd have to kill Eren in no matter what anime characters you're playing that game with. You'd have to kill him because he's insane. He's damaged goods. He's psychopathic. Who would ever? I mean, yeah. Some of you guys might think that Eren from Attack on Titan's hot, but I mean, he's like there's a shell-shocked war veteran, and then there's that guy, and that's before he spoiler does the thing that he can do. Spoiler, which would obviously you wouldn't want that to happen in bed, would you? You'd get crushed. Do I like The Walking Dead? Yes. Where's Phil? He's taking a long time. I presume he made it back from his chicken quest. And what he's doing with that chicken, we will never know. How mysterious. I've heard, I know so many of you do not give a shit about anime, that a lot of people like Log Horizon more than Sword Art Online. I watched 2 episodes of Log Horizon, and I didn't like it. I thought it was a less emotional and good and lower production budget version, because I know that Sword Art Online is less about being realistic and more about the drama, but Jesus, it was so exciting with the music and the drama, even if I didn't like the romance and the baby computer. Why is Log Horizon better? Please tell me. Convince me. Have you ever been to Dubai? No. I'd like to go just as a tourist one day, I think, probs. Do you watch American Horror Story? Yes. Can you lick your elbow? Yes. Do you like Papa Roach? When I was 12. Monaco or Spa? The races, Spa. Well, I like the glamour of Monaco, but the actual race is a bit processional, isn't it? Jesus Christ, the last race was so good. It was life-changing. I was stood up for the last 20 minutes. Life-changing. Do you like your leather hat? Only inside. I don't feel like I could ever wear this unironically. Monaco is a better track. Is it, Ryan T? Do you want to fight? Okay. Tyler Oakley ships you. Really, Jamie? With who? Or just me, but with myself? Thanks. Do you support Hamilton? I'm a patriot. It's fun to have a team. And my team is England, I guess. So yeah, I like Hamilton. Wow, let's do a poll. How many people care, well, how many people don't care about anime versus how many people don't care about Formula One? That's the question. Which one is cared about the least? I don't care. I like both. It's a toss-up. Don't care about either, said Maria G. I don't care about either, said Alexa. Great. Fantastico. What do you care about? People that don't care about either of those things, tell me something that you care about. Please. Let's bond. Both. Anime. Dogs. Let's talk about dogs. You. We care about you. Oh, thank you. Let's talk about me. Let's not talk about me. I'm awful. I hate talking about me. I'm not... Come on. I didn't come out right. I'm not emo. Food. Christina Aguilera. Dicks. Philosophy. Green Day. Doctor Who. Pizza. Black Veil Brides. Oh my. 6 sauce. Death Note, Game of Thrones, Maltesers. Do you care about Maltesers? Do you really? Do you care about Maltesers as a conversational topic? I mean, I've already explained all my conversation pieces when it comes to Maltesers, which is basically just the various ways to eat Maltesers. It's just the chocolatey snack that keeps on giving, doesn't it? So many ways you can approach it. Michael Jackson, Leonardo da Vinci, TRXYE, Palmistry. What a diverse bunch of people you are. How exciting. Are you going on holiday? I am going on holiday. Very last minute decision, but going on holiday and getting on a flight to somewhere in Europe when you're from Europe isn't that exciting. Like, lots of people just go on city breaks to European cities. Like, if someone just went, going to Berlin for 4 days, I guess it's a holiday, but when the ticket is £16 on EasyJet and it takes 2 hours to fly there, it's more like something you can do in a day. Yeah, going somewhere sunny at the end of the week, just for lols for a few days, for no reason, just because someone was like, we're going, do you want to come for a few days and be warm? And yeah, okay, not like I'm doing anything better. So that should be fun. I do have better things to do, but it should be fun. And I'm not going to tell you where exactly I'm going, because I don't want you to stalk me. Would you come to Greece? Have I ever been to Greece? I'd love to go to Greece. Maybe I'm going to Greece. Tell me. No. Vlog it. No. The Little Mermaid. I will upload a video when I'm in the country. You'll be pleased to know. I've got that me and Phil on stage at VidCon, which most of you have probably already seen, but in beautiful high definition as edited by VidCon. So as I don't really need to make that video or turn it into something, I'm going to upload a video, hopefully, well, I'll talk about that in a second. Yeah, so Reasons Why Dan's a Fail, filmed it already on my crappy camera, and I'm going to spend maybe some of tonight and tomorrow editing it, and I'd like to upload it tomorrow night. I have to upload it before I leave, which means that it's going to be in the next couple days, or else. So I'm uploading a video, my mysterious Reasons Why Dan's a Fail, hopefully tomorrow, and then I'll whack up me and Phil at VidCon finally, which should be fun. Does that mean no radio show this week? No radio show this week, which means that the next one is the final Sunday radio show. Dun 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 dun. Before the great change to Mondays. And what a change it is. There is more news to come on that front. Oh my, you guys aren't ready. It's the land of announcements is around the corner. So many announcements. Things are happening. Things are changing. Not in a bad way, in a good way. Everything that's changing is only changing because it means that more frequent and exciting and enjoyable things for you are imminently arriving. So, brace for announcements, but they're all good. Okay? I remember everyone was so, like, traumatized just by hearing that the radio show was moving to Mondays. I remember when we started the radio show and everyone hated it because they thought we were sellouts. Just waffling at a radio station like we're some big corporate whore. Funny how everybody overreacts. It's change, isn't it, that people don't like. But that's okay. You guys try not to react at all or overreact, and I'll try not to put too much emphasis into it. It's like YouTube changing, you know what I mean? It's like, YouTube is changing, it's the worst website in the world, and then 3 weeks later, everyone's forgotten. Like Facebook, I was like, they've ruined Facebook! And, a month later, everyone's like, I guess they improved it. That's just life. What's your fave out of Jared Way's hairstyles? Don't really have one, to be honest. Really liked the red. Really liked the bleached white. Really liked the messy black mess. They're all quite good. Facebook is dead, said Lily. Facebook is still going on quite strong. I feel like you sounded like Film Cow. That was amazing. I did sound like Film Cow, didn't I? Ew. I can't do an impression of it. What would Film Cow? I love Jason Steele and Friends. They're so cool. And oh my god, have you guys seen their video series? Okay, so the guys that make Charlie the Unicorn and Llamas with Hats are called Film Cow, and they make animations and cartoons, and they're one of my favourite YouTube channels of all time. They're so great, and I can't remember the name of the series off the top of my head, but they made like a comedy parody TV series about hitting stuff with a car, and it was the funniest thing. Oh my god, I watched every episode like 10 times in one day. It was life-changingly hilarious. One of you guys will remind me. Are you wearing that hat ironically? Yes, because it stops me from touching my hair. Describe yourself as a food. I mean, don't make me think about food, I'll start crying. Where's your Game of Thrones shirt? Which one? I have like 19. I have a Targaryen shirt, a Stark shirt, a Map of Westeros shirt. I've completely lost track of how many I have. Phil's zine. Have you guys seen that? Oh yeah, so you guys will know that okay, merchandise wise, as you'll know, I haven't made any new merchandise in a very long time. That's because I think that my old stuff is kind of cringy and doesn't represent my personality that much anymore. But specifically Dan Howell's stuff completely to the side. Dan and Phil's stuff, you'll notice that we had those wristbands at Storm in the City. I know a lot of people didn't like them. You're not supposed to take them entirely seriously. I thought a visual fandom member were. I thought it was funny. Some of you might think that they're genuinely really cool. I don't think that YouTuber wristbands are the genuinely coolest of accessories, but I think they're pretty awesome in a funny way. The thing about them is I was like, oh, they're kind of boring, and then someone said, they can get individually numbered. And I was like, what? So I was like, okay, well, let's make something so that they can be individually numbered. That would be really cool. Then it'll be like, you know, in The Simpsons, when Homer Simpson joined that stonecutter cult and everybody had a number, kind of like that. And me and Phil have number 1 and number 2, and they're cool. Even if you think they're boring, I think that's cool. So that, and some other things will be coming. We're going to make our little website that we had as a test last year pretty, and then finally there'll be some better stuff, and then maybe actual Dan things that represent who is Dan will be coming at some point. But at the moment, some really cool Dan and Phil stuff, which I think is just really cool, and that's coming on the internet in the next couple of weeks, so that'll be nice. What numbers are you guys talking about? There's wristbands that say like member and a number, and me and Phil have number 1 and number 2 respectively. Who has which? We haven't decided. I mean, technically Phil has been YouTubing for more than I have been, so Phil should probably get number 1 and I should get number 2. That makes sense. Let's do that. Wear your hat backwards. Is it coming on District Lines? No. I think we'll still give some of our stuff to District Lines to sell because they have their Free Shirt Fridays, but it will be on our own website, which we're trying to make pretty and beautiful. How do you wear a hat backwards? I'm such a freaking dork. Why are you asking me to wear a hat backwards like Justin Bieber or something? Hey guys, I'm like a... I mean, I just look like I have a giant head and it doesn't look right, does it? How do you even wear a backwards hat? I don't know. What a terrible idea that was. Justin rocks, said Maya B. We found the Justin Bieber fan. Although that being said, Justin Bieber's latest album, Journals, was in my top 10 most listened to albums. Let's not talk about his personality, but there are some jams on that album. Specifically, which ones do I like? Heartbreak is okay. I like All That Matters. Is it Bad Day or Recovery? I like one of those. Or is it All Bad? One of them's really funky. And then what's the one with the guy Tigger? I can't remember his name. That's a good one. I'm confident with Chance the Rapper. Yeah. Let's stop talking about Justin Bieber. Have my babies, Tamina. You want to throw them at me? How am I going to have them? Tom York is God. Yes, he is. He is my God. He is my role model. Another Sonic video. Another Sonic video. Did you guys like the Dan and Phil play Sonic 4 video? Did you guys like that video? Would you like another video like that at some point? Did you find that entertaining? Interesting. I will note that down. Do I like Marilyn Manson, or was that Monroe? Both of them. We like all your videos. No, said a bunch of people. Oh my. Another baking video, that's pretty much guaranteed. Pretty much guaranteed. Love the baking. Do you like Death Note? Yes. Can you come to Asia, please? Maybe one day. I was talking to someone about a YouTube event that happened in Singapore, and they were like, you should come next time. And I was like, ooh, that sounds exotic. That sounds fun. Maybe I will. How long will I be on? Oh my god, an hour and 20 seconds. I need to fuck off. Joking. Wow. So many people just got shouted at by their parents because they were playing this loudly in the room. Sorry, anybody who heard that out loud and was offended. I'm a person that is not offensive. Everything is a complete lie. Okay. No, don't leave. I have to. I think Phil got shot on his chicken quest. I think Phil's dead. I think he died. I think he got shot on the way to get chicken. I need to find him. Oh, I think I hear him. Maybe I think he's doing something with the chicken in the kitchen because nothing is written. Parappa the Rapper reference. Okay, don't go. I just arrived. 9 p.m. on random Tuesdays is when I do these. I always forget to talk about myself. Shameless self-promotion. Speaking of shameless self-promotion, like, I'm feeling like it's socially acceptable to just, you know, make people tweet a hashtag with your video now. And I'm questioning, is there any reason to be cynical about it? Is there anything that's really that bad about it? Or is that just being cynical for the sake of being cynical about social media? Is there really any harm about people making a hashtag when they're uploading a new video? Because I look at Sug Sunday and when other people do it, and it seems like everybody's having fun. It seems like everybody's coming together and tweeting stuff. And of course it helps the YouTuber shamelessly self-promote themselves, but it seems fun. No, love yourself, do it. Do it, don't do it. I guess if you guys don't like the idea of it, then you can just not do it. No harm, Dan, stop overthinking. Yeah, see, that's the thing. It's cringy. It's like, it's weird, isn't it? Because is it really harming anybody? Is it like, what's bad about it, really? Strange, isn't it? Don't, it's disgusting and cringe. See, sometimes I think it's disgusting and cringe, and then sometimes I'm like, is it? That's weird. I should make a freaking straw poll. Be unique. Don't do it. Please do it. It's good. Do it ironically. Yeah, I can do it ironically and say that I'm doing it ironically. Be good. Don't. Interesting. YouTube ethics. What do you guys think? It's just funny. It's like like the ways in which YouTubers can shamelessly self-promote themselves, which is a really cynical and miserable and stupid way to describe it. Because the thing is, if you're a band, then bands don't really have to shamelessly self-promote themselves because they have record labels that pay for posters and bus adverts and TV adverts promoting their music everywhere. So the band gets to get away with having all their integrity while the label advertises them for them. The thing is with a YouTuber is they're completely on their own. There's no major label backing for a YouTuber, unlike some person in a band. So it's up to the YouTubers via the power of social media to promote themselves, because if it's your career and you're giving up everything else in your life to throw into this one kind of basket of really uncertain, terrible job security, then why mustn't everybody be? I remember people didn't even used to ask people to like their videos or subscribe until Shane Dawson did, and now it seems ridiculous that people wouldn't ask people to subscribe. And what's the problem? You know, it's weird. And everybody just have all of these opinions. Do what you think is right. I don't even know what's right. That's the problem. I don't even know what's right. Am I unnecessarily punishing myself by agreeing with the people that think that it's disgusting and cringy? Or is it disgusting and cringy? And I should have integrity, because that's really great, isn't it? You can, yeah. You don't need to do it. Yeah. This is getting way too deep and serious. Deep and serious about YouTube. I can start deep and serious if you want to get deep. I'm not going to get deep and serious. I'm so hungry. It's kind of cliche. So funny. I mean, from having this conversation, it seems like the response is way too mixed. I wouldn't want to piss any of you off. Imagine if I didn't ask you now and I just did it tomorrow to see what happened. So can you imagine all the bloody cynics on Tumblr that, oh my god, and then I'd watch it and I'd cry myself to sleep. YouTube in a nutshell. Who cares, said K-Potter Faz. Who cares indeed? Who cares, it's your channel. Who gives a shit about anything is the general conclusion of life. I don't think I'll... no one cares, said somebody. No one cares. Are you saying that no one cares so it's okay? Weird. I mean, obviously this is a mixed bag. Right, I'm going to bugger off because I need to go. Hope you guys are good. Hope you've had a nice week. Don't be too cynical, and yet ask yourself questions. Try to question everything. A little bit of cynicism arises from being aware that something may be bullshit, but then too much cynicism is just unhealthy because it's better to have a positive attitude. And to not care. Really not caring is the best attitude. I'm going to make a Reasons Why Answer fail. I hope to upload it tomorrow night. We'll see what happens. I mean, I have to, basically. It'll be fine. I'm going to see if Phil got shot on the way back from his chicken quest and that he's currently bleeding out on the kitchen floor. Which, you know, if it's going to happen to anyone, it's going to happen to Phil. We know how he's a weirdo magnet. I'm going to try to go on holiday to a sunny country in Europe for a few days and not come back looking Mexican or get sunstroke. There we go. Didn't your camera break? I have this camera. Everything's okay. Yeah. Hope you guys are good. It was nice chatting with you guys. Have a nice week or two until I see you in this way next. Ciao, guys. Bye, bye, bye.